Hi there, this is Chef Farouj. Welcome back. All right, by now you've realized it's not about eating less and exercising more, and there's a whole lot more involved in this thing, and it's about creating a lifestyle, right? So by such, I want to go over a couple, actually I got about 5 points for you that I want to go over with. It's about creating a morning routine, right? Because many of you come back when I talk to you, it's always about, well, I didn't have the time, I was in a rush, and I skipped breakfast, or I don't do this, or I never really can't follow everything for X amount of reasons. So I want to make sure we take all time and really create this me time, or just a time to get the right start. All right? So it's all about an attitude of gratitude, if you would, right? So I'm assuming you're getting your 8 hours of sleep by now, or at least getting as close to it as possible, right? We want to get between 7.5 and 8 hours. If you haven't, let's work on that little by little. That's fine. So first thing in the morning, first thing when you wake up, I'd like you to drink a cup of warm or room temperature lemon water. Now, when it comes to lemon water, instead of doing it every day, what you could do is really you could make a pitcher. You could add other things to it, like mint, ginger, cucumber, lemon. You could alternate them. You could play around with it. You could do one or the other. If you don't like one of them, just skip it. No big deal, all right? But do some of these combinations of just one or the other, especially the lemon, which will help you detoxify in the morning. It's very important, though, that you do it, or you keep it room temperature, all right? The reason for that is because your intestine, again, your body is, right? You want to keep it at your body temperature so that you're not shocking your intestinal lining. The purpose of that is just to get your system rolling in the morning with that warm water, all right? And the lemon will help it detoxify and all that. So a glass of that, and plus that will help you meet your daily water requirement, right? You want to get about half your body's weight in ounces of water every day. So I know a lot of you struggle with this, so this kind of will help it. And also, you don't have to make it every single day. This will save you a little time. A pitcher once a day, change the flavors. You could drink it throughout the day. All right, so you're not limited to just morning time. Another thing is really creating all time for yourself and start the day right. All right, so once you wake up, you had your glass of water. Wonderful. What's next? Emails? May not be a good idea. All right. So give yourself all time. So this would be, maybe meditating for 5-10 minutes, or it might be prayers for you, whatever that is for you, right? Just take that little time to kind of start with an intention, right? Start the day being active versus being reactive. All right, that's the whole purpose of that. And then when you do that, when you close your eyes, or if you're meditating, you're praying, just take that 5-10 minutes to visualize where do you want to be. Visualize who you want to be, right? Visualize yourself in that joyous being, right, with the goal that you have set in yourself, right, with the previous exercises. So take a few minutes so you could keep that fresh in your mind, and you could constantly carry it to the next level. Again, setting your intentions, right? Being proactive, creating that attitude of gratitude, right? Because ultimately, it's how you see things, right? You might be losing 0.2 instead of a pound every day. How are you going to see that? Well, I lost only half a pound, or 0.2. I should have lost a pound. Or we'll be like, hey, I've lost 0.2 today, right? It's all about setting that intention, because that's going to carry throughout the day afterwards, right? So starting the day, visualize, set the intention, take some time for yourself, and then are you doing any stretching, right? Perhaps next thing will be just doing a little stretching. It doesn't have to be anything involved or anything major, right? It could be just about 5 to 10 minutes. You don't have 10 minutes, make it 5. No big deal. just so you could allow your body to open up and get ready for the day, right? So again, there might be days that you have a lot of time, might be days that you don't have as much time. Just play around with it. The purpose is just to create that routine, so every day when you wake up, you're bam, 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 it's done. Okay, and then once you're up, the first thing you do is breakfast, right? You want to make sure, unless you're on a reset day and you're not going to do breakfast, but you want to have breakfast, whether that's a shake, whether it's a bacon and eggs for you, whatever that might be. If you're following the recipes or you're creating your own, make sure it is there. Once you repetition, right? It's all about repetition. So once you do it over a period of time, you realize that, hey, you don't even have to think about it. So start with some water, do your visualization, whether you pray or meditate, whatever that works, whatever works for you. Do a little stretching, only a few minutes, doesn't take much. This whole thing might take you about 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, right? Just for you time. So I know if you have kids and you're running around and you got to be to the office and all that, but just take some time for yourself, because if you don't do it to yourself, no one's going to do it for you. So just take that time, right? So again, get your breakfast going, and now you're ready to go, right? You have a whole different energy about you. You know where you're going, you know what your target is, you know what your goal is, you visualize it, you'll see that happy person at the end of the month, 2 months, 3 months, depending what your goal is. And now you've set your whole intentions. You're ready to go for the next thing. Everything that comes back to you at this point, it's not going to be an issue, but because you are in a far much better positive place than you would be otherwise if you started your day by rushing and then getting to emails, and then the person that was supposed to get back to you didn't get back to you. You get the point, right? So it's about starting that with an intention, right? It's what I've heard recently was about a quote that said that the attitude of gratitude provides immunity to anger, envy, resentment, and depression. So I'll leave you with that. I hope you could follow it. It might be something minute, but I think it makes a big difference on the long run. All right. So I'll see you on the next video. Take care.